Hi, my name is Joshua Eddington, and I am going to be presenting my Alternative Voices project. My focus is on Ezra Pound and the station of the Metro, and I am going to be talking from the perspective of a 30-year-old man named Matthew, boarding a metro station. I am going to work today, despite my back hurting. My face is soured up as I'm trying to hold back the pain. I had to do some extra shifts as we needed the money and the opportunity presented itself to do so. My wife, Natalie, said that I should rest, but we can't afford me missing another day of work. I look over and I see a man. I can imagine that Pound was at the metro stop at Paris's place, de la Concorde. He saw some people. His vision inspired a response. His look, however, was a different response. It reminded me of the current situation that I'm in. We live paycheck by paycheck as it is, and barely have enough money to cover our expenses. It's been this way for 3 years now, when our child was diagnosed with measles and died. We invested all of our money into saving their life, even opening up multiple lines of credit just to get the best amount of treatment money could possibly buy. After we got the news from the doctor, I became another of those faces in the crowd. I joined the crowd full of sorrows. I became saddened that I lost my child and put my family at risk. I did everything in my power to control something that was never mine to control. I can't control a disease. I can't control my life. I learned this news and it crushed my soul. And to make up for everything, we had to sell all our non-essential items just to stay afloat. I lost touch with my family due to the large amounts of money I went and asked them from. They knew that we were hurting, but they couldn't bear to see our faces begging for more money. We understand and didn't want to leech off them. I continue to the subway anyways. I have a job that needs to be done. If I don't, who will? My wife has already picked another job and still tries to keep the house intact. I can't give up on her, or else that's it for all of us. I feel like petals on a wet black bow. I can feel the weight of the entire world on my shoulders, the never-ending rain of oppression on me, drowning us, dulling my colors in my face and clothes. We're all lifeless now. What's the point? We're all just pawns in a game. I feel like we're infused with this feeling of sadness. I heard from one of the people writing this metro that just as the romantic symbol necessitates a union, whether it's the cognate and the absolute, or the temporal and the transtemporal, Pound's poems works like a yoking together of different contingencies, the reader and the image. I reach my destination and get off the metro. I see my office a couple blocks away. I begin my habitual 15-minute walk towards the office, keys jingling on my belt. I have my hat on and my overalls on. It isn't much, but it's honest work. I had to pick up another job as a janitor in order to keep up with the bills. I hated to do this as I'm an accountant for a high-profile office, but I could do this while I wasn't working in the week, at least. I have a standing desk and I'm often ridiculed at my office, but now I have a chance to reinvent myself. I have to be careful, though, from my next shift at least, because last time I missed my footing and slipped. Can't afford another injury, financially speaking and literally speaking. The shift is over now. It's 5 p.m. and the sky is a dark gray color, much like dirty water on a canvas. I began my trip home. I see less people on the metro on the way back. I muttered to myself, looking at the regulars not making it back home. I catch the character I happen to be interested in that moment. He interests me. I can't help but acknowledge their existence not being there. They must have given up. This life isn't for everyone. We aren't all expected to make it. The system wasn't made for us to survive. I just wish I had some help.